Namaste everyone. This is M. Srinivasu, English faculty from DAV High School, RTP Township. Today we are here to discuss about the Unit 1 of Class 9th English with a theme called Humor, and we are reading The Snake and the Mirror with the 7th session of Reading Comprehension Interaction. So at first I would like to welcome you all warmly to have this second session of interaction of reading comprehension. At first, I would like to read it for you before we get into the explanation part of it. Have a look at. I went back into the room and sat down on the chair. I opened the box beneath the table and took out a book, the Materia Medica. I opened it at the table on which stood the lamp and a large mirror. A small comb lay beside the mirror. Now look at the previous, let us recall or recapitulate the previous lines of this particular, as the author was giving the first-handed narration that we are getting I as a starting, like a personal experience sharing, like direct speech that we are getting. Now, previously what else? He opened the door, got inside, he heard some familiar voice that he was thought that it is familiar to him, and later we identified that the sound or that the sound is coming from the rats, the sound is made by the rats. And further we are now moving into the further lines of interaction. Let us have a look at. I went back into the room. So previously what else? He went inside and he pulled the cot near the wall and he tried to sleep, but there was no air. So he went outside the veranda to walk for a little bit of air. As there was no proper air there, even he wanted to come back into the room and do something. So that are the lines now we are looking into it. So I went back into the room. Went back, went is actually in the simple past tense. So he was actually in the veranda trying to have some little air, but he did not get the proper air according to his expectations. So he went back to his room. So went back into the room. It tells about he got into the house, into the room that he was now mentioning about, his own rented room, and sat down on the chair. Generally, these people of bachelors with a professional background, as he's by profession he is a doctor, they have some books and writing material for their references. So maybe he had some chair where generally he undergo in studying, preparing for himself. That is what he now talks about. He sat down on the chair, which is at the table in the room. So table, study table, and the chair are at the one particular place in the room. So he went there and sat on the chair. I opened, as we also know very well, open. So he took out a book there and he opened the box. Box generally, earlier we have also mentioned, he had one suitcase. In the suitcase he had some dhoti, shirts and some 60 rupees of amount. But this may be the another box where he usually keep some of the study material or maybe writing material. Maybe that particular box he wanted to mention about. So he is mentioning, he opened the box beneath the table. Beneath means below. Below the table. So below, beneath actually, below we have a meaning. So what is an opposite of this one? Beneath, opposite is above. Above, below. So we can have same meaning like beneath is below, and below opposite is above. So now let me look at this particular one. So the box which is beneath the table, you might also understand there is some space down the tables naturally, whichever we are preferring to have our study tables. So that particular table where he was arranged a box there, and he opened that particular box, and then he took out mean open, remove, there is another meaning also. So he took out a book, he picked up a book from the box and he took it out of the box. So that is what this take to put. This we might understand, and moreover this combination also we know very well. Earlier sessions we discussed. This is the verb there, take to taken. This is a verb then, and this is a preposition. So combination of the verb and the preposition we generally call them as a phrasal verbs. And in this particular topic, like the snake and the mirror, more often we are getting this kind of phrasal verbs. In the grammar section also, we are supposed to discuss this particular phrasal verbs concept. So keep in this mind. So he took out a book. He took out one book from the box there, and that particular book name is the Materia Medica. What is the name of the book? The book name is the Materia Medica. Whenever we look at the title, we understand easily that this is a book related to medicine and disease. Maybe that is from the his own practice material from his courses of his study. As he was a doctor, it is maybe much useful book that he was opened it for having preparation. I opened it. I opened, again we are getting, he opened here. This is the book he opened. And earlier he has another open here. This opened is, he is opened a box there. Please make sure of this particular two openings. First he opened the box beneath the table, and after that he opened the book. That particular book whichever he has opened, that the name as the Materia Medica, that book he opened it, it refers to the book that he is mentioning about. And he opened it at the table. That means he placed the book on the table and he started opening it, and he wanted to undergo preparing reading. So that is this. On the table on which stood the lamp and a large mirror. There are other things also are placed on the particular table. So which are they? Already there was a lamp lighted. As soon as he got inside, he lighted a kerosene lamp that we were discussing in the previous sessions. So that kerosene lamp was an indication that this room had not electrified. And because he had given some other reasons that it was a rented room, so it was not electrified. He did not take care of getting electrified. Moreover, as it is not his own house, he did not mind of getting it electrified. So, however, there was a lamp lighting on the table. And what is there? A large mirror. You might also know very well, we all get attracted to look at the mirror. Some people, they look into the mirror. There is a difference here. Looking at is nothing but just you wanted to see how you look like while you are combing your hair or maybe while you are dressing yourself. Some people, they look into the mirror. That means they wanted to have a close observation about their eyebrows, about their eye, about their nostrils, about their mustache, about their chin, even we can talk about moles on the face, or maybe at the looking at themselves admiringly at their dressing, or maybe at their appearance. There are so many other aspects. So some people, they concentratedly look at the mirror on a purpose, that what we call as look into, examine, observe, look into me. Here look at me, just having a proper glance to understand or observe. So this is this. So now he was now giving information. There was a lamp on the table houses also, there was a dressing table where there is a large mirror is shown. It represents, and what is the use of it is, once you dress up yourself, you need to observe yourself right from top to bottom. So that is what the idea of having large mirror. He also had such a large mirror on the table. And a small comb lay beside the mirror. So he was also mentioning what are the three things there. There was a lamp on the table, number one, and there was a large mirror on the table as well, that is number two. And the third one, a small comb. You might also observe there, these bachelors, when they are wanted to comb there, they comb their hair and they place the little comb in their pockets, back pockets, naturally. So maybe he had a small comb which he generally placed on the table, that generally he is using it for combing his hair. So this is this. Laid, you might know it. Lay means just placed it on. Beside the mirror, you might also know this one. This is the preposition. Prepositions are the words which show the relation between two sets of words, and they also make a good relation between the two sets by showing a relation of both the sets. Now coming to this. Beside is nothing but called by the side of. By the side of. Beside it. There is another word called besides. Besides. So here S is added. There is no S here. That you please make it very sure. Understand. So this besides mean in addition to. In addition to, this is nothing but called already one there plus one. For example, you can talk about I have a car besides a motorcycle. For example, if I say like that, instead of having a car, I also had another one. So that is what we can say besides we use to state something additional one that you are mentioning about. Besides generally we use to place or to say something that is beside of someone. I sat beside my father. That means by the side of. Understood? So this beside mean by the side of. Besides mean in addition to. Please make sure of it. This you just read the lines there, and further also we will continue in the next upcoming video, and make sure that you read the comprehension lines and practicing your correction handwriting. Thank you very much, children. We'll meet in the next session.